Hello. Let's say you're a graduate from a Georgian university this July. Say you're about 21, 22, 23 years old and you get a job. You'll be working also in 2033, in 2043, in 2053. Think of how the world will change in the next 30 years. And this university should be preparing you for the future, not for the past. Companies are already doing this. We get companies now called Agile. Agile means that they can really adapt to change. That if something is a big shock in the world, an Agile company will survive. If a company is not Agile, it will collapse. So Agile means withstanding shocks. It means it's got a good structure, a good organizational structure. Its staff are encouraged to improve themselves. The company is trying to be an excellent company, and they're thinking in a different way. So this is what companies are doing. What are universities doing? So the Georgian National University, CEU, is designing a new MBA to deal especially with this situation. The MBA is preparing students to work in agile companies. It has three main pillars. One is how it's designed, how the organization is designed. One is how it operates, and we want it to operate in an excellent manner, and also to think differently. And what we're teaching here is a way of thinking called systems thinking, which I'll explain in a minute. So organizational design, we believe that the way your company is designed affects the behavior of the staff. If you have a badly designed company, your behavior of the staff won't be good. If you have a good result, it means that you've got a good structure. So we firmly believe that the structure, the organizational design, which we're going to teach, affects the behavior of the company. This is the Japanese for change, good change, Kaizen. This is what's adapted by all the Japanese car makers, Toyota and Nissan. And what they encourage is for their students, for their staff and students, to improve, self-improvement, continuously improving their performance, their job. And this is what the students in our MBA will be doing, continuously improving. And the last bit was systems thinking. And this is the holistic approach, where you think of the whole picture, not just of little bits, and think of how bits are connected together. If you look at my body, I have a heart and a lung and a liver and muscles. I look at you, my dear students, you have hearts and lungs and muscles, but you're different to me. We've got the same heart. Theoretically, I could put your heart in here and my heart in there. So we can change the parts, but what makes me, me, and what makes you, you, is the way the parts are organized, are related to each other. So systems thinking says you look at how things are related, not at the things themselves. So RMA is looking at these new challenges. It's got these three pillars, these courses I've just talked about, and it does also courses for what we think will be future problems like climate change. Resources of the world are running out, and changes from oil and gas to alternative energy supplies, supply chains. We've seen what is happening now when China is locked down and we've had the war in Russia, and all the supply chains are now broken and the gas cannot get through to Europe. So we've got to look at supply chains, the green agenda. We need new leadership methods, because everybody now has got rights and diversity in different cultures. So we need a leadership. We don't want dictators. We want good leaders, and we must make good decisions. So we designed a 2-year course, 4 semesters. The first year has 12 core courses, which I've talked about. The 3rd semester, the student can specialize. And the 4th semester will be a project. Possibly, if everything goes well, in the 3rd and 4th semester, and the 2nd year, the student can study at an international university and can do courses from their syllabus. So it's an international degree as well. It's looking, this is the Roman God looking both ways. And we have to look both ways. If you go and get a job in a company now, that company is using the present theory and practice. So you must be familiar with the present or past practice. So what we want to do is to look to the future as well. So our courses will be a mixture of what is happening now and what will happen in the future. This is what you would expect to see as a normal structure, that you have a solid foundation of systems thinking. You have the operational excellence in the design, and then they support all the interesting new courses that we're going to teach you. That is what most people will picture as the design of the MBA. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Why? It's not flexible. It doesn't grow. If there's an earthquake, it'll fall down. What I suggest for our MBA, which makes it unique in Europe, this is our MBA. It's a sunflower. Now, what does a sunflower do? A sunflower always follows the sun. Always follows the sun. Our sun is excellence. So our course will always follow excellence. For this sunflower to grow, it must have strong roots in a good soil. Our roots are our thinking. These are our roots. And the soil is the organizational structure. So you've got good, solid roots in an organizational structure. The other courses, we could say, are fertilizers. They fertilize our three pillars. And together, we get a strong course, which is organic, which is growing, which is flexible, and will always follow the sun. I think this is a really unique MBA. Thank you.